Hi guys, I have a little bit of an idiot moment to document here and I thought it might be helpful if anyone else has the same kind of thing happen. I came out here to check the fire, the wood stove out here, and saw that my tent has a lot of condensation on it, as you can see, which isn't a big deal. I was just going to open it up and let it air out since the fire is going out here. And I decided to poke in and take a peek. It's been, oh, I don't even know, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 days since I posted the video of this grow tent. And so when I came in to look, so everything has been watered, obviously, you know, I did in that video, and you can see the condensation here, so it's not like everything is bone dry. Well, when you look at them, look at these guys here. See how much worse they are, shriveled wise, than they were a few days ago. And these guys, even look at my lithops here. Look at this. This is like almost sunburned. And several, you know, some of them have perked up, but some of them are more shrivelly than they were, and just looking sun stressed. And I was just as puzzled as I could be, and looking at my timer and going, well, maybe, you know, I don't need to have quite as many hours of the lamps on, but I hadn't even added the second grow lights in yet, and I was just so confused. Even this euphorbia here is showing signs of sun stress. Yeah, and I was just like, what am I doing? This guy here was tucked in the back and is getting stressed and, you know, really pink, which is great, but with as much humidity as is in here, I was really surprised. Well, what happened is I flipped. I don't even know when I did this. When I turned, well, probably when I turned it back on. So I turned the lights off for the video that I did with you guys, and when I flipped them back on, I totally forgot that this timer down here, because this is a new timer, not like the one upstairs that I use all the time. This new timer has an outlet on and a timer on, and I just flipped it on to where it came on and the lights came on, and I went about my merry business. So the grow lights have been on non-stop, day and night, for at least 4 days. It might have been 5 or 6. I'll have to go back and actually look at the date when I videoed it, not when I uploaded it. And so these guys have just been getting blasted with light. And conophytum, if you don't know, in the summer they cover themselves, which I don't have any obviously right now because it's winter, but you can see the remnants of some of these here. They cover themselves with this little paper sheath to protect themselves from the really hot sun, and they grow in the winter when the sun is a lot more mild, and they do really well. So if they start getting excessive amounts of sun, they don't like it, even though these guys, yes, are native to places that are dry and have a lot of sun, etc. They are not okay with having sun 24 hours a day. So anyways, so they'll start kind of shriveling up and trying to protect themselves, and if it leaves for if you leave the lights on for too long, they can start getting really confused about what phase they're in. So anyways, if you have lights, be careful. These guys will recover. Even this guy has been really odd for me. I have had this particular lithop for, I don't even know, a couple years, and he has never done anything other than bloom. He hasn't shed his skin. He hasn't done much of anything. So I've just been kind of watching him, and I'm not sure if he bloomed and is going to fade out, because these guys actually came from Walmart originally, and I was surprised that all of them lived. But like I said, this guy in particular hasn't really done anything. His roots are still alive and all of that, but he hasn't done a whole lot. So I don't know if the sun just affected him more because he was on his way out, or if it's just a sunburn. If it's just a sunburn, this is kind of a good time to sunburn them because they're fixing to shed their outer leaves and get new leaves anyways. So it'll all just fall off the ugly, yeah, you can see here, it's just getting almost a little bit of a scab on this side. And this guy here, if they have any damage on them already, if they're kind of stressed, etc., that's when you're the most likely to see sun problems. Most of, you know, my nice really well-established clusters here, you know, they're just fine. They really don't care a lot. But this guy here had a big damaged spot when I got him. It was damaged in shipping, and so this side has been kind of just barely, you know, just kind of hanging in there, so it's much more susceptible, and now it looks sad after the damage, which as long as everything's happy, he will go ahead and have a new set of leaves and slough off the damaged part. But I'm not too worried because, like I said, he was already iffy as to whether he would survive or not. But if you have little type damages and then they get really stressed, like with too much light, then this is likely to happen really fast. And so it can be a little bit confusing because rot obviously happens really fast, but usually the drier kind of scabbing sun damage isn't as likely to happen under grow lights. But if you're like me and forget and leave them on, then this definitely can happen, as you can see. So don't panic if you had, you know, some type of damage and then you get some extra sun on it. As long as it's not, you know, fatal to the plant, it'll totally grow out of it. Next cycle, it just takes a while for these guys. Alrighty, this section looks just fine. Yeah, it's only my guys that seemed, these guys are fixing to go into an arrangement that I'm making for someone for Christmas. It's only the ones that were having a little bit of difficulty anyways, but I just wanted to show you guys since I totally had an, oh my goodness, what an idiot moment. Not really, anyone can forget, but still, I definitely felt like very, very silly for not realizing that had just an on switch. I didn't even look. It's plugged up in this corner, and I just reached up and flipped it on and went on my merry way. I'm guessing this guy already bloomed. It looks, well, maybe not. No, maybe not. I thought he was browning there, but it looks like it's pretty fresh, so I think maybe he hasn't bloomed yet. So even though it's daytime, I just flipped these off. I'm gonna give these guys a good little break without some sun, and I reset the timer, adjusted the period that it's on and off, and a little bit lower, a little bit less time on because of the season that we're in. We have a lot lower light here naturally, and so that's what they've been used to. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember to have your timer actually on if you flip it on and off so that this doesn't happen. But everyone should recover pretty good. I will let you know how they look in a few days after they have some nice rest time and normal light periods. So already, you guys have a fantastic day. If you would like to join the Facebook group, there will be a link below. It's really fun, and we post pictures and share plant babies, which is exciting. Yep, there'll be a link in the description box below. And have a fantastic day and happy growing.